Monarch Service Project. Assist the City Parks and Recreation of Bryan by Luke Lambert. Description. My group was tasked with assisting Bryan Parks and Recreation in the maintenance and preservation of various parks and city-maintained properties, as well as look for any insects and documents our finds. Planning. The planning that went into my group project was pretty straightforward. My group and I had to submit a volunteer application to the city secretary. Once approved, we were assigned our contact, Leah, with Bryan Parks and Recreation. She assigned each of us our tasks to be completed and kept track of our hours. Activities. Originally, I was part of another Monarch research project tasked with testing various milkweed species. But a few weeks ago, my group was reassigned to this project, where we assisted members of Bryan Parks and Recreation. Activities continued. My first day of volunteering with Bryan Parks and Recreation involved my group and I pulling weeds and trimming flower beds at the Park Hudson Trail in Bryan. We also sprayed yellow jackets, Vespula germanica, with water to destroy their nests and prevent them from killing helpful larvae. Activities continued. My second day of working with Bryan Parks and Recreation involved my group and I walking the Park Hudson Trail and examining it for discrepancies, such as fallen limbs or trash along it and disposing of them. We also cleared the fence line at the Bryan City Cemetery of shrubs and overgrown branches and assisted the groundskeeper with any other tasks necessary. Activities continued. My third day of volunteer work with Bryan Parks and Recreation consisted of my group members and I watering flower beds at the Bryan Police Department and clearing them of debris. We also spread mulch in the flower beds at the Bryan City Library and examined the irrigation system. Project results. Our time spent helping the Bryan Parks and Recreation Department was extremely successful in that we were able to assist in the maintaining of city parks and property, as well as being able to see and interact with various insect and bug species. Future projects. Our future plans for this project included various members of the group spending additional time volunteering with the parks and recreation members to ensure a completed job, as well as many of us planning on visiting the parks in the future to check on the status of the plant beds and trails.